This MMA 30 video is brought to you by Cheaterville.com. Don't go down without a fight.
You know, that's great. I've been the underdog the majority of my career, and you know, it looks like this fight's no different. You know, I know that it's a huge challenge, but you know, it's just motivation. You know, I've made a career of proving doubters wrong.
You're a former champ in the WEC. Do you feel like you're getting enough recognition for that?
You know, I think, you know, you're only as good as your last fight, and you know, if you start resting on your laurels, that's when you know take a downward spiral in your career. So, you know, I'm not thinking about anything other than beating Nick Diaz on Saturday. You know, I think they portray him as maybe kind of a misunderstood guy, and I kind of had that opinion, you know, before any of this all happened. Probably don't play into his mental games. You know, don't let him get under my skin. You know, he likes to kind of you know, coax a guy into you know, into a face punching competition with him, and you know, that's not a fight you're going to win with Nick Diaz. So, you know, just staying focused and not letting him you know, get in my head, basically. No, you know, mainly I've been focusing on what I do well, and you know, trying to see, you know, what skills that I have that can counter Nick Diaz. Losing my teeth, no, I hadn't thought about it, but you know, I thought about, you know, getting my ass kicked. You know, I visualize all different scenarios. You know, I know that I'm stepping in against the toughest guy that I've ever fought, and you know, in my entire career, and you know, I know that you know, that we're both going to be a mess after this fight. Absolutely, Nick Diaz is a guy that I've been excited to be matched up against for a really long time. You know, I like to entertain the fans. I love and I take pride in the fact that people like to watch me fight, because I bring exciting fights, and you know, that's what this fight is. You know, that this has you know, fight of the night, possibly fight of the year written all over it. In my career, I've trained for lots and lots of wrestlers and guys who use top control to smother you and hold you down. So by creating chaos, like George St. Pierre said, I can create space and be able to maybe get away, get out from underneath the guy, and impose my game, you know, which is my stand-up. And not only that, I think that chipping away at somebody, even if, you know, if you're hitting somebody with elbows or you're hitting somebody with small shots that aren't necessarily gonna hurt them or gonna finish them, but it wears on somebody mentally. That, you know, no matter what position they put me in, you know, that they're still in a fight, they're still getting hit. Yeah, no, it's a huge motivation. You know, I when my son was born, it gave me a completely different outlook on my career. You know, I had been burnt out, and I, you know, wasn't so sure that, you know, that I was, you know, still love the sport, and you know, I just had a whole new perspective, you know, once I had my son, and you know, I realized the opportunities that I have, you know, the fact that you know, I get paid, you know, good money to train and to fight for a living, and you know, even though I spend a lot of time training, I still have probably more time than if I was working a normal job to spend with my family.
You expecting things to heat up come the way in? I know you and Nick have both been chill and cordial here for the most part, but have you had any interaction with Nick previous to?
Nope. I never even met the guy. I don't even think I've ever seen him in person. But yeah, I mean, you know, I know that's kind of his thing. You know, he likes to get in guys' face, and that's fine. You know, that's not going to rattle me any.
Are you going to take the bait if, you know, things do get a little bit up close and personal come the post-fight or the press conference? You know,
I don't know. You know, I guess you just have to see. Nick and myself, we are kind of the odd guys out of the division. There's a lot of you know, shorter, stockier, more muscled up guys, but you know, I think that different body types have different strategies, and you know, I don't think that there's one perfect body type for any division or for a fighter, period. Nick is a fighter. You know, I'm a fighter. We're gonna come and fight. You know, this isn't a wrestling match. This is not a jiu-jitsu competition. We're going to step in there and try to beat the snot out of each other.
This MMA 30 video is brought to you by Cheaterville.com. Did someone post your name as a cheater? Find out now at Cheaterville.com.